right now, looking at this, these are my winners and losers for the NHL draft and trades and moves they've made. So my top 5 winners, Calgary Flames. Again, Florida Panthers we're just putting in there because they just won the Stanley Cup. Calgary, drafting Zane Parekh, getting the value they got for Jacob Markstrom. Andrew Basha, Henry Muse, go down the list. They got steals, they got hometown talent, and they got Zane Parekh, to me, one of the highest ceilings in the draft. Montreal, drafting Demidov, drafting Michael Hage. The steals they got, underrated guys like Owen Protz. Love it for Montreal. Big winners, top winners in the whole draft and in the weekend in terms of moves. San Jose, Macklin Celebrini, Sam Dickinson, Chernyshov. The value they got, the moves they made, everything San Jose's done. Mike Greer, genius. Genius right now. He got criticized a lot last year for some of the moves he made. I still don't like the fact that he's now filled all 3 retained spots, so they can't retain another guy to get more value until those contracts are over. But because they've retained on Thomas Hertl, Erik Karlsson, and Brent Burns. But everything that San Jose did this weekend, their whole draft, their decisions, they're building up quite nicely. Utah, I just said it. From Mikhail Sergachev to John Marino to drafting TJ Ginla and Baudouin. Boom. Utah's buzzing right now. They are going to be a team to watch out for, a potential playoff or wild card going into next season. Ultimate losers. I'm definitely warming up to the pick for Toronto. I think overall, when you talk about Ben Danford, Oshawa Generals, he had a really good playoff run, 4 goals. His offense is finally showing, but a physical edge guy. I think Toronto is going to be seen as losers for the value and the asset management, but I think they could rise here with some decisions coming up in terms of Chris Tanev, in terms of Max Domi signing that extension. So we'll see. I think Toronto could rise up in terms of my rankings here, but they're losers in the draft. Flyers, losers. They didn't have a clear direction. Penguins, absolute mess right now. They haven't done anything. They haven't made moves. Well, they made the trade again. Kevin Hayes, slower, older. That's like the Penguins' DNA right now. The Calgary Flames go to S. What a weekend so far for the Cal Flames. Just top notch. And specifically, when you look at power rankings and where they could be next season, I love everything they've done. They got the first round pick for Markstrom. Their draft was just spectacular. First, getting Zane Parekh was an absolute steal just to get him there at the end. You know what? It's tough to see TJ Ginla not in a Calgary Flames sweater. It would have been so cool. It would have been so incredibly cool to see a father-son, legendary name in a Ginla, to see his father, see his son drafted by the team that he is known as a legend for. And it's tough, but everything they did after that just screams top notch. And I mean, the Calgary Flames getting Zane Parekh, getting Andrew Basha, hometown boy, and then all the steals they got later in the draft. Like, I love the Henry Muse pick. Plays for the Ottawa 67s in the OHL. Versatile, good skater, can see the ice as good as any defender in this draft, frankly, in my opinion. I think the Flames just walked away absolute winners after the draft and winners going into next season, setting themselves up with a lot of good prospects in their pipeline, but also at the same time, they still have a very competitive